Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, March 14th, 2017, and it's time to go to work on music. Been a good day so far. I'm mostly in the groove with timing. I'm still working on that, somewhat embarrassingly, but I think that's just a big issue for me right now. So I'm doing my best to implement some new strategies, figure out where things are falling apart for me, and I think the hardest part about being a musician for me right now is managing the rest of my life. I think, the music work when I have the time and I can focus tends to go reasonably well. I mean, I'm not saying I'm like the greatest of all time or something like that, but I mean, I'm just saying like I can improve if I have the time and the bandwidth to do so. It's just that other things. It seems like there's lots of other things constantly pressing on that time and wanting to invade it, and it's like I have to protect it. It's like a battle. But it's great. It's really a fun challenge, and I really enjoy it. And I think I'm the happiest when I'm juggling those things and making it work. So even if I'm struggling to make it work, as long as I'm making it work, I'm pretty stoked. So today's going to be a drum day. We're going to do some online classwork. Going to work on some foot control. I'm going to talk you guys through as much as I can as we go, and I am then going to get in on the production front, work on some of the bass lines I was listening to yesterday, see if I want to retrack anything or if I just want to leave it for now and move on with the song. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so I was just learning about different types of filtering that you can use for EQ, basically how digital equalizers work, and how this thing called a fast Fourier transform equalizer works, which is really interesting. Basically, the way normal digital equalizers work is they set up these these other frequencies that cancel out certain frequencies if you want to cut frequencies. So they introduce new frequency information that cancels out the other frequencies. Or if you use boosts, they introduce frequency information that boosts those frequencies energy level in the mix, basically. So it's interesting, and it kind of makes sense why that can sometimes degrade the sound, because you're just probably using approximations of the actual frequencies to cancel and enhance them, so it's not the real sound. It's like an approximation of the real sound, which is kind of interesting. Um, and then I was learning about the Fourier one, which also causes some audio degradation, but gives you a little bit more control over which frequencies you cancel, and you can actually draw EQ curves manually with that, which is really interesting. And then I was just doing some more Rush research, which is really fascinating. I've done a lot of research on Rush in the past, I've realized, because I had people give me some Neil Peart books, and I've also seen Beyond the Lighted Stage, which I think is the name of the Rush documentary, which is actually really, really good. That's worth watching. It's an awesome, awesome movie. But yeah, they've just got a long Wikipedia entry, so I'm working my way through that. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is get into some drum work and work on some foot control. I've probably mentioned I'm working out of this book called Stick Control by George Lawrence Stone, which is like a drumming Bible. And I've used it for my hands, now I'm using it for my feet because I really want to develop my foot control. And I've just got a lot of ideas for incorporating my hands and feet that I don't feel like I'm quite at the point where I can execute them the way I want to. So I'm very hopeful that these exercises will help. So let's do this. Alright, really good drum session there. Yeah, feeling very happy with my progress on that front. Slow and steady, but actually, it's not that slow, so that's good. Um, Now I'm going to switch over to working on the production front. I wanted to say something about that, but it's escaping me now. Anyway, sorry. So let's get to work on that. Let's hit this bass line. Let's see how it's sounding, and if it's awesome, then we'll keep it, and if it stinks, then we'll redo it. Alright, so the take I have is good, but there's just like a couple small things I don't super duper like about it. So I'm going to try to fix those right now, and then it should be done. We'll see how it goes. Here we go. Alright guys, definitely a big win right there. Got a couple takes that are for sure in the ballpark, possibly excellent, possibly insanely, perfectly, bizarrely, like mind-blowing, and that's what we're going for. So I felt really good about the last one. I think what I'm going to do is just pause there for the day instead of like trying to go deeper into the zone for now. And I'll reevaluate that in the future. If that turns out to be a bad strategy, then I'll adjust that going forward. I'll learn my lesson. But right now, I'm just, if I'm going to make mistakes, I want to make new mistakes and learn from them and build my workflow and improve my ability to just make hot tracks. So that's what we're doing right now. But basically what I was focusing on there was just really trying to get the feel of the part right, to lock with the groove the way I wanted it to, and also just invest the emotion and the message that I wanted to send as much as possible into the articulation, into the energy of the sound, and just overall into the vibe of the take. And I hope that that translates. I'll check it out tomorrow. But I realize, that's really my main mission right now with this record, is to get the groove to translate and to get the emotion and the message and what I'm trying to say with the part to translate. And if you go back a few vlogs, I was talking about that because I originally tracked the bass line and it was definitely really good, and it was the kind of the initial vibe I wanted, and then I realized like, this isn't quite saying what I want it to say. And that's definitely that next level for me, and I'm on my way, so that's really exciting. I hope you guys are out there having an awesome day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more.